Yamaha's P series of portable digital pianos, which includes legendary models like the P-45 and P-125 and combines exceptional grand piano tones with delightfully playable weighted hammer action keyboards, has long been the benchmark for great-sounding, affordable portable instruments. The P-145 and P-225 have just been added to the existing range, so we compared the new P-225 to the P-125A, its predecessor, to see whether the newcomer could live up to what was already a rather enticing package. The P-225's sleeker, more contemporary casing shape is the most obvious improvement over its predecessor. It has a less obvious upward slope from the keyboard to the control panel, which is also considerably flatter, and is more slab-sided. The new speaker configuration, which now sends sound out from the rear of the instrument rather than up and down, leaves a lot more vacant space on the panel. For the purpose of enhancing the player's experience, there are two additional thin vents placed above each end of the keyboard. The P-225 comes with a mains adapter, slot-in music rest, and footswitch-style damper pedal as standard equipment. However, you may select to have it in either the basic matte black or an alternative white version at no additional cost. Additionally, the brand new L200 hardwood stand and the LP13 pedal device are available as extras. The P-225's completely redesigned GHC, graded hammer compact, keyboard mechanism has drawn attention since it is intended to provide the same weighted keyboard sensation as Yamaha's prior GHS standard action in a smaller chassis. In terms of length, there isn't much difference between the P-225 and the P-125A, but because to the smaller GHC keyboard unit, the P-225 is able to reduce the P-125A's depth and height by an astonishing 3.7 cm and 300 grams, respectively. The P-225 maintains the simple dashboard design of the P-125A, but with newly designed buttons that have a thinner profile and white LED illumination in place of red, adding to the P-225's ultra-modern appearance. The horizontal volume slider that is still available is far more comfortable to use than up and down buttons. The arrangement of the remaining panel controls, 4 controls for exploring the demo songs and your own recordings produced in the internal 2-track song recorder, 6 buttons for sound category selection, hasn't changed all that much either. These include buttons for function choose and metronome. Holding down the function and metronome buttons while utilizing one of the piano keys as a switch allows you to do all other activities. Not our preferred way since you have to seek up the majority of them in the manual and there is no visible confirmation of the state of the option you have changed. Instead, you hear an unnerving recorded voice prompt that shouts on or off at you. It does, however, offer the advantages of keeping prices down and maintaining the instrument's clean and exquisite look as a system that functions adequately once you get accustomed to where everything resides. You may choose from a total of 24 sounds distributed among the piano, e-piano, organ, clav, vibe, strings, and plus bass categories by pressing each of the 6 sound selection buttons 4 times in succession. The plus bass category, similar to the P-125A, automatically divides the keyboard, putting one of the 4 bass sounds on the left and coupling it with a sound from any other category on the right. The amount of tones, polyphony, and speaker output are all unaltered from the previous version. In an effort to determine if the more expensive Yamaha CFX grand piano voice is worthwhile, we placed a P-225 next to a P-125A for comparison. The CFIIIS-sourced sound on the P-125 surprised us as being somehow brighter and grander, while the P-225 had a distinctly more mellow character, with a fuller, richer bottom end and a roundness of tone that was quite different from the P-125A's. Although it wasn't exactly the noticeable improvement we were hoping for, the sound was still decent. The presets in the clav and harpsichord categories are in a slightly different order. The P-225's string patch has a slightly longer release, and there was a discernible difference in the EQ of the speaker arrays, making the P-125 sound slightly thinner overall. The only other significant change appears to have been the grand piano sample. The same 20 built-in rhythms are still available, along with rudimentary auto accompaniment in the form of an intelligently created bass part. The GHS keyboard in the P-125A is a difficult act to follow in terms of playability. One of the key factors that made the previous model such an amazing option was that it was well liked by players of all skill levels and was difficult to find in a piano at the P-125A's price range. Although the new GHC action that takes its place in P-225 is definitely not a step backward, it also isn't exactly a giant leap forward either. If the goal of the GHC's design was to accomplish a similar action to the GHS in a lighter, more portable package, then Yamaha deserves praise for successfully achieving that goal. While the action doesn't seem precisely the same as its predecessor, it is nevertheless just as believable and gratifying to play as a consequence of the decrease in physical dimensions. The key's matte finish provides excellent finger comfort and provides ample of grip without the need for faux wood grain texture. The key travel is pleasantly unchanged by the overall height decrease, and the graded weighting is perfect, making it easy to play scales, repeated notes, and quick runs. The P-225 not only gains from the CFX sample, but it is also the model where Yamaha's VRM Lite technology first debuts in the lineup. The sympathetic resonance you hear between the strings of an acoustic piano when the damper pedal is depressed is precisely replicated by this virtual resonance modeling system. When playing arbitrary sustained minor seconds throughout the span of the keyboard, it sounds great and performs nicely. It's encouraging to see features like this and the CFX sample coming down to the more cheap end of the product line because VRM Lite was previously only available on Yamaha's premium Clavinova range. Several extra features give you more control over the overall sound. If you position the P-225's rearward-facing speakers up against a wall, you can use the preset tone balancing setting called Wall EQ to optimize the piano sound. The sound boost option is a kind of compression effect made to increase the perceived loudness of low and high-end notes in a noisy environment. Both of these capabilities allow you to customize the instrument's overall tone to fit your preferences, although they cannot be modified in great detail. The introduction of USB audio in the P-225's feature set is the other noteworthy upgrade. This was a function that Yamaha removed off the P-125 when the model was renamed the P-125A, a decision that many customers and reviewers found perplexing. Fortunately, the P-225 has this feature back and you can record your performances as digital audio to a DAW or applications like Yamaha's Reconshare Smart Pianist. The P-225 can also stream music from a mobile device through Bluetooth so that you may play along with it via its speakers, making it comparable to most other entry-level digital pianos in this price range. You'll still need a third-party USB cable to connect to a mobile device since the upgrade route hasn't advanced far enough for the P-225 to connect with Yamaha's superb, free Smart Pianist app via Bluetooth. But doing this turns your tablet or phone into a large, vibrant touchscreen interface for your piano, so it's definitely worthwhile. This makes it much simpler to manage sound selection, explore the built-in library of 71 songs for lessons, and access many other functions that, in the past, required scouring the reference manual to find out which key they were hidden behind. Negative points are rather few in comparison. The string tones, as usual, do not sustain when the damper pedal is depressed, which is a problem we truly hope Yamaha would fix in all of their digital pianos. The Wurlitzer simulation still does not let you to change the tremolo speed or depth, and the only other drawback is the very deep recess where the connection ports are located, which is quite challenging to access with the piano in a fixed position. Thankfully, the two headphone jacks are conveniently located on the front of the instrument, within easy reach without the need for extreme contortion. The P-125A was already a terrific instrument with a fantastic keyboard and piano sound in a lightweight, compact design. Its odd removal of its USB audio capabilities was its lone flaw. In addition to addressing this problem, the P-225 improves upon the near-legendary reputation and amazing qualities of the P-125A with a new primary piano sound, a weighted action that is more compact without compromising playability, and a more contemporary appearance. The only question you need to address is if the advancement is significant enough to warrant the price rise. At least for the time being, it is still up for debate. We hope you found the video informative, and if you did, please give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.